It is worth it so much. You save so much money. The Ontario support program for electricity, it's a real godsend for me. The Northern Ontario energy credit is great. That was a nice little bonus for my income tax. And just all the other little bits. The new fridge that I got, the power bar, the LED lights, and everything. That really helps with your budget.
Hello, I am Celia Sanker, Executive Director of the Diversity Canada Foundation, and this is the GoldenVoices.com Golden Years Fireside Chat series. This series is one in which we speak about issues of concern to seniors, and today's topic is one that's very much of concern to seniors. It is supports for seniors, more specifically, financial help for seniors to take care of utility bills, utility costs, electricity and natural gas. Joining me today as a co-host on this discussion is Ron Shields. Ron is a golden member of our community here in Elliott Lake, Northern Ontario. I say golden member because some people have said that they don't consider themselves seniors. What about you, Ron?
I'm a senior. I feel it every day.
Okay, so you're well placed to speak about this subject of supports for seniors in taking care of utility costs. No, nobody likes receiving those electricity bills or natural gas bills. I don't imagine that you clap and when the mailman delivers that envelope in your mailbox.
Well, actually, I get an email from Hydro One, so yeah, you can arrange to have paperless delivery, so that saves a few trees in the forest. So
okay, so you're one of the advanced seniors. You accept your paperless billing.
Depends on how you define advanced.
In terms of technology, I'm not speaking about age. In terms of technology, I know this was even an issue that came up at a regulator of utilities, and many seniors didn't want to have the electronic billing. They insisted on having the paper copy arrive in their mailbox. So that's interesting that you are one of those going with the technological advances. Okay, so we're looking at the programs that are available for seniors, and when I was looking through, I found programs that are that cover the cost of heating your home, the cost of electricity as well as the cost of heating your home, and the only thing they cover is natural gas and electricity. If you heat your home by any other means, propane or oil, I have not come across any sort of support, and I imagine there's a reason for that.
There's the energy affordability program that you can get through Hydro One.
I was thinking about the other types of heating, Ron. There are a couple of other types of heating that we have in Ontario, and even here in Northern Ontario, there is. I've seen some of the houses with the big tanks attached to them.
Yes, propane.
And that's propane. And then there's another one. There is the oil heating. Because we are sort of a rural area. Well, you just go out of Elliott Lake, you're into a very rural area. So there's oil heating.
Yeah, you're going back to my parents' day. We used to have a big oil tank in the basement. Yeah, I used to get it filled once a month with fuel oil. So yeah, that was that brings back memories. So thanks.
And I guess it's not a very clean way of trying to heat the home.
But you can, if you do have like a fuel oil furnace, you can get it converted over to natural gas. There are methods of converting fuel oil furnaces over to natural gas, so or what they call heating oil. So there's that. There's again propane for heating as well. Where I live in Washington Crescent on the apartment buildings there, it's all electrical heating except for the hallways and the common areas. It's all forced air gas. So yeah, but anybody living in an apartment building, it's usually dealing with electrical heating. So.
Okay, yes. So the authorities, the powers that be, they want to shift us away from oil heating, even propane as a heating source, and they provide supports for heating by electricity or natural gas, and that's what we'll be looking at today. So the first program that we are going to look at, actually there are three in this category. The first category we have is supports that help paying the bills that are for the electricity and the bills that are for natural gas, and that can be heating bills or just for powering your home. The first one is called the Low Income Energy Assistance Program, and that one is not necessarily targeted to seniors, in that it's not the age group that they say the program is for. And the reason that this is a program that seniors can benefit from is because the GIS, which is a guaranteed income supplement, and the OAS, the Old Age Security Program, the total monthly payments would enable a senior to qualify under this low income energy assistance program.
Yeah, it's based on your net income on your previous year's income tax.
The Low Income Energy Assistance Program, called LEAP, it is run by the Ontario Energy Board, and this one is for customers who are behind in their payments, and it's for the most critical situation that a ratepayer can be in. That is, you're behind so many months that the service providers are sending a letter saying you're going to be disconnected. Now, for a senior, that's not a good place to be. For anyone, it's not a good place to be, but particularly for a senior. And there are many reasons that a senior would find himself or herself in that position. I know of a situation some years ago where a neighbor who's a senior, her dog, her pet, who had been with her for so many years, needed surgery and medication, and she would make any sacrifice and not pay any other bills just so that she had enough to take care of her companion, her pet.
Yeah, that's really scraping the barrel.
But for someone who is not able to call on any resources to get through that moment where you're behind on your bills and you're about to be connected, the Ontario Energy Board has the Low Income Energy Assistance Program. So it covers both electricity and natural gas bills. So either of those utilities, if an individual is behind there in those payments. There is a one-time payment, and this doesn't go to the individual, it goes to the utility. It's a one-time $500 emergency relief payment on behalf of the ratepayer to help them get out of that tight spot where the utility is saying we're going to disconnect you because your bills are in arrears.
And that comes in handy with people that have been unemployed through COVID. So, yes.
Yes, that's the Ontario Energy Board has that program, the Low Income Energy Assistance Program for anyone who is facing disconnection. And how do you access that program? Well, you don't go directly to the Ontario Energy Board for that assistance. They have a network of organizations that administer the program on their behalf. For instance, those who are with Hydro One network, and Hydro One is widely available across Ontario. And in Northern Ontario, where we're at, there is the United Way of Simcoe Muskoka, I believe it is, and they have a 1-800 number. So anyone who is at the point of being disconnected, and that is a very distressing situation to be in, but seniors who may find themselves in that position take comfort from the fact that this program is there and available, and it provides $500 of relief that will stop the disconnection process, and seniors can move forward with trying to catch up with the payments. Who knows, the $500 may clear off the entire arrears. For the Low Income Energy Assistance Program, it's for a single person if your income is it's for individuals with an income of up to $28,000. That's for one person. And for 3 people, it's an income up to $39,000. So if you have 3 people in the home, it's $28,001 to $39,000. And it varies, but seniors, when we're talking about seniors, we're often speaking about single seniors or couples. So we're looking at an income of less than $28,000 for that. Have you ever encountered seniors who maybe they shared their story with you of being at risk of having their service disconnected?
A neighbor of mine, he's on disability. He gets very limited income. Unfortunately, he's with the electrical support program as well as that. He's never been disconnected, but he tells me he never pays for his hydro at all through the support programs that he's on right now. So yeah, that's about the only story that I've heard of as far as anybody being disconnected. But yeah, to be in that situation can be very stressful for a person, and it can affect your mental health as well. So yeah.
Yes, especially as a senior. I mean, to be without heating, to be without electricity, to be disconnected from the world. Many seniors live alone, so to be in that situation where they are cut off from these basic services, that can be a really scary, to be in the position where you're being told, this is imminent. your service is going to be cut off. That can be really scary.
Yeah. They always say it's just business. So, yeah. Yeah, nothing personal, just business. So.
But anybody who is in that position know that there's a low-income energy assistance program that can pave the path out of that critical moment. The second program that we are going to look at is the Ontario Electricity Support Program. And the Ontario Electricity Support Program is also run by the Ontario Energy Board. And this program, you apply to the Ontario Energy Board itself rather than through a separate agency. And this program, it is the opposite of the one we just spoke about, Ron, whereas the Low Income Energy Assistance Program, or LEAP, is for when things have got to a state that disconnection is imminent. The Ontario Electricity Support Program tries to prevent that by giving support to seniors and anyone under a certain income threshold to reduce how much they have to put out for the bill from month to month. So you had mentioned that this one, you're familiar with it, while I find you mentioned that you're familiar with this one.
I think it's $68 on your monthly bill. I get it. They apply a $68 rebate on your electrical bill, and that's before taxes. And then after your taxes are applied, there's the Ontario Electricity Rebate program as well, and that will reduce your hydro bill, I believe, by 15%. They take 15% off of that. So it really helps out for low-income seniors like myself. So my hydro bill last for June was $12.68. So.
Oh, that's a nice bill.
Yes,
that's
actually,
a nice bill.
And as I mentioned before, my one of my neighbors, he doesn't. His electricity use is so low that he doesn't even pay a hydro bill. He actually gets a credit on his hydro bill every month.
What was it like what was the process like?
It's very easy. You apply. You tell them what your net income was for the previous year. I don't know if you need to submit your income tax form, but maybe or a permission to access your files on with the Canada Revenue Agency to access your income tax, but to verify it. But it's basically just a form that you fill out. You can do it online, or you can do it with paper and mail it in. And it will, I believe it will take approximately 2 months to get it processed. So and you'll see your as soon as you get the notification that your application has been approved, you'll see it on your next month's bill. And it's I think we talked about this before. It's you're qualified for 2 years, and you need to reapply every 2 years for the program. So.
Yes, those are very important points. So that's the first beautiful part of it. It's 2 years. Once you are approved for the program, every month for the next 2 years, according to your income level and your circumstances, your energy consumption, the bill that you receive will be reduced by a certain amount. For
maximum $68 for a single person.
So there are two levels to it. So for the average person under the income threshold, and we'll look at that a little bit at those numbers. The average person would receive a $45 reduction in their bill, so there'll be a $45 credit on the bill. That's from one person for one per individual, and that's okay. Yes, here it is. $45 for one person under $28,000. And that goes up. The highest income that a household can have is $52,000. But for the first threshold is under $28,000, $45. However, there is a case where you're considered to be an intensive user of electricity, and in that case it's $68 for one person under $28,000. How long was the process?
Basically online, and I believe I started getting my credits about 2 years after, or 2 months after I applied. So yeah, it really doesn't take that long. It's basically typical for that length of time for it to get processed. So, and again, it's based on your previous year's net income. So
they do verify the income. So people who say I qualify for this, identify as I qualify for this. The Ontario Ministry of Finance will verify that an individual does indeed qualify, and that is by checking with CRA, and so it indicates that those who apply should be up to date with filing their taxes, so that your income level can be verified by the Ministry of Finance of Ontario to make to approve an application for the program. So that's the Ontario Electricity Support Program. Your bills can be reduced every month, and as Ron said, it's under it's what, $12 that you actually pay out of pocket?
Well, my bill, because of my high use of electricity in my apartment, and even when I have my heating bill during the summer, or the winter, I should say, when I have my electrical heating on, I usually keep it around 18 to 19 Celsius in my apartment. I'm used to a cold room, so my hydro bill will go up to maybe $24 a month. So an extra $12 to $15 for heating every month during the winter is a bonus. So
that's a good program to have. How easy was it to find out about the program? Where would you have heard about the program?
Actually, if you go onto the Ontario One website, they have a list of support programs that you can access to reduce your hydro bill, and also to increase your energy efficiency so that you can reduce your hydro bill. Their main purpose in doing so is to reduce hydro consumption, because they want to basically limit the amount of hydro that's used by households, because they themselves have a limit. Otherwise, they have to go out of province and pay out of pocket for extra hydro from other provinces and from the United States to support, and especially during the summer when everybody's got their air conditioner on. So they really would like to see Ontarians reduce their hydro consumption, just to keep it in province. So, and that way we can keep our hydro bills low. So, or try to keep them low.
Yes, and that's an important point that we will we'll definitely get into more in the next section on adjustments and renovations that we can do in our homes to reduce our consumption generally, because in that way we contribute to the very, very important movement towards reducing our energy consumption and contributing to the reduction of greenhouse gases, the emission of greenhouse gases into our one planet that we live on. Okay, so there's that first one. Oh, sorry, the second one, Ontario Electricity Support Program, that helps you to reduce your bills. And as Ron said, it's very easy to go through the process, and it's a good relief to have every month to see your bill reduced by $45 as much as $68 according to your income and your usage and your circumstances.
And just want to mention Ontario, the Ontario province of Ontario used to have an Ontario electricity rebate. I think it was 25 or 28%, and they've reduced it down to 15% in the last year. So some people have probably noticed an increase in their hydro bill because of that decrease in that electricity rebate that's applied to your hydro bill.
So any help we can get in other programs, that's really appreciated.
Yeah, we all like to save money, and if we can get free money, that's even better. So even if it's taxpayer funded. So
well, in speaking with seniors, one thing that comes up often is that seniors have worked 30, 40 years, and they contributed to the building of the Canada that we know today. Their income...
Someone's acknowledged us.
Yes. I was speaking with someone earlier today, and he mentioned, and it's when he was a kid, he was delivering newspapers, and his salary, or the income that he earned, was 1 penny per paper delivered.
Yep, that's what I used to go to deliver the Globe and Mail. I used to get a guy coming around to deliver Globe and Mails, to give basically demo Globe and Mails to customers in my area, and we used to get a penny a paper. And it was just So if you sold like 200 papers or deliver 200 papers, you get $2. Yeah, and
yes.
I'd make a beeline to the local variety store to get my fill of candy and pop. So
yes, so all those years of contributing to Canada, seniors were earning an income at a much lower rate than the sort of income that is available today, and much lower than the prices today. So if we are thinking about what savings that seniors make or put aside to enable them to live today, we need to be aware that the income that was available to seniors while they were in their working years cannot be compared to the cost of living today. So the supports for seniors, they are necessary to enable them to deal with the cost of living in 2020, 2021 and beyond.
My first job as a Dominion store clerk was $1.15 an hour. And and I actually managed over 3 years, saved $1,800 so that I could go and attend university. So, and that just covered my first year tuition and my books and the rent that I had. And I still had to work my first year at Waterloo. So, yeah. But yeah, today, it's sad that back then, as I've noticed, it was just my dad who was the breadwinner. My mom stayed at home. Nowadays, both couples, just to make ends meet, have to work, and to maintain a house and just a decent living for themselves and for any children that they have. So it's just a sad turnaround in the sense that both spouses now have to work. Otherwise, you're having to apply for these programs just to basically make ends meet. So, yeah.
Yes, it's a different world, a different economy that we're living in, and these programs are important because they make a big difference in the lives of so many. So, Ron, you were mentioning earlier about lowering our energy consumption so that those bills that we spoke about in the first set of programs, those bills will be lower in the first place. So the next set of supports that we'll look at are all geared towards achieving just that, lowering our energy consumption by making our homes use electricity more efficiently, and we ourselves as individuals use electricity more efficiently.
And also reduce our carbon footprint.
Exactly. That's so important, not just for us here today and our wallets, but for the future of the planet and future of the children who are here today and are so very aware of the consequences of, being irresponsible, I would say, in our energy consumption. Because they know it's their future, that they're going to be here longer than any one of us would be here.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yes. So the first of the home improvement programs, we're going to look at two, and these are home improvement programs that do moderate adjustments or improvements to the home, and these are done for you or given to you by the providers of these services. The first one we will look at is called the Energy Affordability Program. So the first one we'll look at is the Energy Affordability Program, and this is provided by thank you. This is provided by an entity that I never knew of before. It's called the Independent Electricity System Operator.
Yes. It's IESP.
IESO?
IESO. I think there's another one, IESP.
Oh, P. No, sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, and you can subscribe to their newsletter to get updates on what they're doing. So
yes. So this is an organization. It's not out there in the forefront in the public eye so much. The Independent Electricity System Operator, they take care of the overall electricity supply, and then you have people like in organizations like Hydro One that we see on a day-to-day basis that we relate to, but in the background apparently there's this entity called the Independent Electricity System Operator. The Independent Electricity System Operator, which has a role in the electricity supply for all of Ontario. They have this energy affordability program, and again, it's means tested. It's for low-income households, and the purpose of it is to reduce the consumption of electricity. There are two levels of support that they will make available to electricity consumers. One is the comprehensive support, and the other is an energy savings kit. So if we look at the comprehensive support, the comprehensive support is for individuals who have an income below 36,568. Okay, and or without looking at those figures, if this is where it's targeted to seniors, if an individual got the guaranteed income supplement in the previous 12 months, or if the other qualifications are if someone applied for and received any of the two programs, the two permanent programs that we spoke about earlier, that's the LEAP, Low Income Energy Assistance Program, or the Ontario Energy Support Program. So any of the two we spoke about before. Anyone who has qualified for that in the last 12 months, or anyone who has an income under 36,578, that's a single person, and then it goes all the way up to 96,775 for a 7-person household. Individuals with that income level would qualify for the comprehensive support.
In my case, I qualified because I was on the electricity support program that through Hydro One. I applied for it. Actually, it's on the Hydro One website. There's two other websites you can check it out on. It's www.saveonenergy.ca, and the other one is www.greensaver.org.
And Ron, if I may jump in here, you can also check it out on goldenvoices.com, because as a portal for seniors featuring in issues of concern to seniors, you'll find information on everything that we're discussing here on goldenvoices.com, and all of the application, the areas to get to the application would be just a click away. Yes, you were telling us that you found out about the program.
I found out about the program, applied for it online, and they made an appointment to send in an energy auditor to my place. I came in, looked at my fridge. My fridge was 25 years old. It was an old Frigidaire. Being with Elliott Lake Retirement Living here, basically you fill out a form that you can fill out online, print it out, and then you send it into Elliott Lake Retirement Living to sign off on it, and you will get a new fridge. Basically, I got an upgrade. My old fridge was 15 15 cubic feet of space. It was a real energy burner. Then when he came in and they made an appointment to deliver my refrigerator. They just phone you up and tell you that they'll be delivering the next day. Unfortunately, I had an appointment last January down in Blind River with a certain organization, and couldn't make it that day. So they had to make a different appointment. Unfortunately, COVID hit, and they suspended deliveries, and I didn't get my fridge until this past January. And when I got it, the guys came, they unwrapped it, and installed my fridge. When you get it, it's basically a brand new fridge. It's what they can consider a second. It has a cosmetic defect on the side. It looks like a small scratch. Otherwise, the fridge is in perfect working order. And if you want, you get the warranty. You get a 1-year warranty on it. And if you want, you can extend that warranty. There's an extended warranty that you can buy into. I believe it's around $89 for a Frigidaire fridge. So The fridge that I got was a 16.5 cubic foot fridge up from a 15. So that's a little more groceries that I can store now. So it's really good. Works great. They will actually ask you which side you want your door to be opened on, and they will adjust the door for you prior to delivery. So that was great because my old fridge opened, the hinge was right beside the counter where I did all my work. So I had to basically open the entire fridge right up to get access anything. Now I can just open the door right where the counter is, and it's great. So and the service was really good. I was really pleased with the service, and they had a bit of a follow-up. They give you the warranty and all the warranty information. So yeah, free fridge. 700 and I think it was retails for about $700 to $900 for a brand new fridge. I'm not a little sure as to who owns a fridge. I know Elliott Lake Retirement Living signed on it. You buy into the extended warranty while you're still living there. I think it's for the life of the fridge, so that works quite well. But yeah, it was like Christmas in January for me.
I like how you described that, Christmas in January, a free fridge, and there was absolutely no cost to you. And I just want to mention something further something that you mentioned. You are in an apartment, you're renting. So this support is available to tenants as well. You don't have to be a homeowner to access this support. All you have to do is
the landlord to sign off on the fridge.
Yes.
Getting a brand new fridge. So
yes, and I want to add that the comprehensive support is a whole range of various things that you can do to reduce your energy consumption. The brand new fridge, not only is it bigger and it looks neater and cleaner and all of those cosmetic improvements you'd have when you walk into your kitchen and you see this beautiful appliance. This is an Energy Star fridge. So even though it's bigger, more space for your groceries, it's actually consuming less electricity, and that's the objective in this program. Other aspects of the comprehensive support, you are eligible to receive LED light bulbs. You got the light bulbs?
Yes, I got that. I got shower head. Actually, I got the shower heads. Sometimes they will have, when I used to work at Home Depot, and sometimes they would have the operators like Energy Saver or Save on Energy come into Home Depot for like a home renovation day, and they would be giving out free shower heads, LED light bulbs, the CFLs. The nice thing when the auditors showed up, because I was enrolling in the program, I got a really nice Bluetooth power bar. It's an EmberTech power bar that operates with your smartphone through Bluetooth, and it's basically I use it in my bedroom for my television set, and it basically just shuts the TV set down, because the TV set, when it's on, even when it's just sitting there, is still drawing 30 watts of power. So when the energy bar goes into effect, that wattage goes down to around 0.8 watts, just enough a trickle just to light the little light on the TV set. But otherwise, you're basically, it's like having a light bulb on all the time without the bar. So yeah.
So the Energy affordability program's comprehensive package includes the LED light bulbs, as we were speaking about, the shower heads. There's also a Faucet Aerator. These reduce the amount of water that passes through the shower head and the faucet. The idea behind that is it will, if you're slowing down the rate at which the water is flowing through your taps, then you are not using as much water, and your heating system doesn't have to heat as much water. The volume of water that has to be heated is reduced. Therefore, the amount of energy that's consumed is reduced.
If I may say, one of the nice benefits of that shower head is that you can adjust the flow to the point where you actually get a nice shower massage. So yeah, it comes in handy when you're a senior, especially for that bad back or muscle tension in the shoulder or the neck or the shoulder regions. It really helps out. So, and if you got a bad headache, just put your head under it. So there you go.
Okay, that's one of the features that they hadn't mentioned in their energy affordability program brochure, but there you go. That's one of the benefits there. So as Ron mentioned, the power bar with a timer, so that when you're not using your appliances, your equipment, the power bar can reduce the energy that's consumed. Ron, in addition to the fridge, it's also possible in some cases, if someone has an inefficient freezer, that can be as well replaced. And
that's where the audit comes in. That's what the auditor does. He looks at all your power stuff, your TVs, anything that consumes electricity as far as an appliance is concerned. So if you've got a washer, dryer, a freezer, an old freezer, they will look into either upgrading or replacing.
I'm not sure
that
about the
freezer
washer and dryer, but
washer and dryer
that's
for you.
that's something that can be looked
based
into.
on your income.
I do know that the fridge and the freezer and a couple of other appliances, the window air conditioner, they have mentioned that, and a dehumidifier. Those are some of the appliances that they will take away your old inefficient appliances. You don't get to keep them. You don't get 2 fridges and 2 freezers. The inefficient old one, they take it away and they recycle it, and you get the new energy efficient appliances for your home. A couple of other points: if your home or your apartment is heated by electricity, there are a couple of other further supports that they would provide, such as insulation in the walls, in the attic, in the basement, and a thorough home draft proofing. They will make a sweep of your home and look at how to improve the draft proofing, and as well, you may also receive a smart thermostat. And all of this is done free of charge for the homeowner or the tenant.
I just wanted to mention that power bar that I got, it retails for anywhere from $50 to $75. So getting a power bar of that quality for free is a great idea. So
just to round off the energy affordability program, so those various parts of the comprehensive package are available for individuals with an income of up to $36,578. And then if we are speaking about couples, the maximum income would be $51,229. But in terms of seniors, you don't have to look at that income level if you have received the guaranteed income supplement, the allowance for the survivor. That would qualify you. But if you are above those income levels, the energy saving kit, which is some of those items in a package, such as the LED light bulbs, the shower heads, and faucet aerator, and the clothes drying rack. Some of those items, they are available to individuals who have an income of up to $46,748 and couples with a household income of $58,453. So that is the Energy Affordability Program. The second program is through Enbridge, and it's for Enbridge customers and those who have heating through natural gas, of course. There is the winter proofing program, the home winter proofing program. Again, this is where they come in and do an audit of your home, and then they recommend some improvements that they will do for you. So if your heating is through a natural gas furnace or a boiler, natural gas boiler, and your income is less than $36,578, and basically the same income levels that we just spoke about, you'll get, or if you have the GIS within the last 12 months, have been receiving the guaranteed income supplement or the allowance for the survivor, you would receive the home winter proofing program support, which includes insulation in the attic and the basement, a smart thermometer, and draft proofing around the home. So that's something that if you are a senior, your home, and you want to reduce your carbon footprint as well as reduce your bills by having a more energy efficient home, you can apply for this program through Enbridge if you use natural gas for your heating, and they will come in and bring you don't have to go to the hardware store and get the insulation. They will bring all of that to you, fix your attic so that it does not allow the heat to dissipate. Do the same in the basement, and look at draft proofing all around your home and reduce the cost. What they say is you will have a cozier home as well as a less expensive home to the upkeep for your home will be less. So we come to the final set of programs that I wanted to speak about.
I just need to add that my smart thermometers. Oh, okay.
You had begun to speak about the renovations that an individual would make to his or her own home and then apply for rebate. And that's the type of program that we will end off with. So these are big renovations done by you. You put out the cost, you spend upfront, you cover the upfront cost, and then you apply to the relevant providers of these supports for a rebate on your for your expenses. So the two that we have are the home efficiency rebate, which is, again, we're talking about what's available for seniors in Ontario. This is available to everyone in Ontario, but we are looking specifically at seniors through GoldenVoices.com. And the other one is available to anyone across Canada because that's a federal government program called the Greener Homes Grant, and that's brand new. Enbridge has had its program for a while, and the home efficiency rebate is for home owners and it's where your home is heated by natural gas furnace or boiler, and you cannot have started your renovation before you make your application. So you have to make the application because they have to come in and inspect your home and, do the audit to see how energy efficient or inefficient your home is. So that's the first part of it, the energy assessment.
And they'll give you a rating as well. They'll give you a rating, and they'll give you a recommended rating to shoot for to improve the insulation and of your home.
So after you've received those recommendations, you are required to do at least 2 upgrades to qualify for the rebate. And it's the recommended upgrades that their auditor, the energy auditor, would have brought to your attention. So some of the rebates that you can get, you can get up to $3,000 in rebates for improvements to your exterior walls, the insulation in your exterior walls, $1,250 for the improvements to insulation in the basement, and it varies. Let's say you improve the insulation in your attic, that's $750. A boiler, if you get your new energy efficient boiler, you can get back $1,000 from this program, the Home Efficiency Rebate Program from Enbridge. The Home Efficiency Rebate Program from Enbridge, in total, you can get $5,000 in rebates, which is
nice.
Yes. That's pretty nice. And that's for the work that you do on your home. Now, the audit that's done before you start any work, there is a cost to that. Usually it's around $300.
Yeah, it is.
A part of the program is after you have done the work on your insulation, you have to have a second audit to show that the home is indeed more efficient, and that's another cost around $300. And then after you've had that second audit, then you can send in your receipts so that you can receive the rebate, and that comes in around 12 weeks after. Now that audit that's done at the beginning and the end, that's also eligible for a rebate. So in total, you can receive a total of $5,600 for those home improvements that you do through the home efficient. I cannot believe that. There I go again. The Home Efficiency Rebate Program from Enbridge. Okay, this one should be easy for me to see. It's the Greener Homes Grant from the Government of Canada. No tongue twister there. And this is a new program introduced by the federal government, so it's available all across Canada. They expect in the region of 700,000 Canadians to benefit from this program. It's almost identical to the Enbridge in terms of the levels of rebate that you can receive, and the idea is the same. You make improvements to increase the energy efficiency of your home, and the Government of Canada will reimburse you for those upfront costs that you undertake. So this is a brand new program. It was introduced just last month in June.
Okay.
And unlike the Enbridge program, where you could not have done anything, or anything you did before applying would not be eligible for the rebate, under this program any renovation that was done after December 20th, for which there has been an improvement in terms of the energy efficiency of your home, that can qualify. So this was introduced in June of this year, and it is, the objective of it is to help reduce the greenhouse gases that we as Canadians contribute to in our atmosphere. So in addition to the types of improvements that we mentioned with the Enbridge home efficiency rebate, the government of Canada's Greener Homes grant also covers things such as solar, the installation of solar panels on your roof. So it's a broader program.
Okay.
There's no natural gas heating requirement, unlike the Enbridge. So if your home is heated by electricity, you can also get a rebate for the improvements that you make on your home.
Okay.
And you have to prove that this property that you have renovated is yours. You have to show proof of home ownership, and you also have to prove that it is your primary residence, and that can be done through your driver's license or those documents that require your address to be put onto them. It's the same sort of process. Basically, you have to have an assessment and a recommendation on how to improve the energy efficiency of your home. With the Canada Greener Homes grant, the Government of Canada's Greener Homes grant, you have to do at least one of the recommended renovations to improve the energy efficiency of your home. And then after that, you have to provide a copy of your receipts so that you can get your rebate. One important consideration is that this requires that all of your expenses are done in Canada with Canadian merchants. So it's a buy Canada services, buy Canada products, or
but
at
just
least
remember to keep those receipts. Yes.
Support Canadian merchants as we support the environment. So that's the final one. And remember, the information further details on this would be available at goldenvoices.com. There's one final thing I'll just mention in passing, because it's a little complicated and we probably need to have a program in itself to discuss this a little more. So these are supports that you have available. One final type of support that seniors can access to help with the cost of energy bills, utility bills, that is the Ontario Energy and Property Tax Credits.
Yes.
So there's the energy component of that that tax credit. So when you're filling out your income tax every year, there's a special part of your tax form that you tick the boxes, and you also provide the cost of your energy consumption over the previous year, and you can receive a credit for that. There is a further, for those living in Northern Ontario like we do, there is a further, let's say, a top-up on that, the Northern Ontario Energy Credit. And that's under the Ontario Trillium benefit.
Actually goes right to your refund. That's a straight refund of $300. Because I remember getting that on my income tax, and that was a nice surprise.
But that's a further support that's available to help with the cost of utilities for seniors in Ontario.
taxes, like cars, are getting harder to fix. So
Yes. So that's quite a number of different programs. There are different agencies that are involved. It may take a bit of time for someone to make all of the applications to the various agencies. But what do you say, Juan? Is it worth it?
it is worth it so much. You save so much money. The Ontario support program for electricity, it's a real godsend for me. The Northern Ontario energy credit is great. That was a nice little bonus for my income tax. And just all the other little bits. The new fridge that I got, the power bar, the LED lights, and everything. That really helps with your budget. It's all it comes down to is having a roof over your head, food on the table, a warm bed to sleep in, and just trying to be as happy as you possibly can without having to worry about money all the time. So yeah, I'm in that state now. Even though I'm low income, I'm in that state. So I'm happy as a clam, and it's just been a real godsend to come up here and be a part of this. So.
Yes, and it's pretty heartwarming to hear what you said, Ron, that these supports, and generally Elliott Lake has given you a sense of comfort and ease in your golden years, and that's really heartwarming to hear. Okay, wonderful. Thank you once again for joining us, Ron, on this Golden Voices, Golden Years Fireside Chat, where we looked at supports for seniors to help with the cost of utilities. We will be covering other types of supports, and do look forward to all of that information. We at Diversity Canada are here to provide information for seniors to enjoy each day, no matter what comes their way, because this is the time of your life where you should be able to relax and enjoy each day, and where we can provide the information that will help you to access the supports that are available. We are quite happy to do that. So thank you once again for joining us for this Fireside Chat. There I go, right to the very end. And,
my pleasure.
Yes, and come back to goldenvoices.com, where you'll find this interview and many other fireside chats, and lots of information for you to make your senior years the golden years that they should be. Yes. Thank you, and take care until next time.
You too.